This is Cecily, coming to you live from my closet. First of all, for those of you wondering or being skeptics, it's totally normal to sit in your closet and drink coffee and film a web video, okay? So I realized in the last video where I talked about my hatred of German homework that I mentioned my cousin Jack, and I never really talked about who he was to me anyway, and how close he is to me, and so I thought I would do that now, because Jack deserves his own video. He's that important. Please don't look at my nails. I haven't painted them in so long. So I'll start off by saying that I'm worried about my cousin Jack, because I always thought that when he went to college he would stop being so serious all the time, but that really hasn't happened. Jack has always looked out for me. My parents took him in when he was a baby, and so he basically grew up as my big brother. And, I mean, my parents travel a lot for their jobs at the UN, so apart from Miss Prism, he's all I really have. Miss Prism says that I'm foolish to worry, but Miss Prism says I'm foolish to do a lot of things, and that doesn't stop me from doing those either. So I'm going to worry about him, even though she says that how serious he is commendable for a gentleman of his age and stature. Jack is serious, borderline boring. All he ever wants to talk about is his future. And then when he doesn't want to talk about that, he wants to talk about my future. But I don't like talking about the future. I like talking about what's going on right now. I mean, just off the top of my head, I really wouldn't mind talking to him about when he's going to bring his hot college roommate to visit all of us. Jack's college roommate's name is Ernest. Miss Prism does not like when I talk about Ernest because she says I get too carried away. But how can I possibly help myself from getting carried away when Ernest sounds so cool? Jack is always having to head back to college early so that he can clean up one of Ernest's messes. He's always getting involved in all these cool scandals. This one time, he ran out of gas when he was driving, and so Jack had to drive and bring gas to him. And then this one time, he got arrested, so Jack had to bail him out of jail. And this one time, Jack had to go back early because Ernest was too hungover to get out of bed. I mean, he's so cool. Miss Prism says that a guy like that shouldn't even cross a young lady's mind, but I'm pretty sure that I could reform him if given the chance. I have a 4.0 grade point average, and I've kept 2 succulent plants alive for 2 years. What other skills could I possibly need? And anyway, look at me. I'm cute as a button. How could he possibly resist? But this video was supposed to be about Jack. I should probably talk more about Jack. The thing is, there's just not that much to say about Jack. He's serious, and he's boring, and he's successful, and that's boring, and the only thing interesting about him is Ernest. And I really want to meet Ernest.